All right.
Here we are.
We're back.
Episode 2.
Woo! Yeah.
Okay.
Did I spike it?
We were gone for a while, but we're getting back on the horse.
Technical difficulties. We're back.
We're back.
Do we break the fourth wall? Or is that not cool?
I think
I think
just broke
sometimes
it.
you just end up doing it, and
I feel weird doing it. Like I'm like looking at.
I think everyone's
it's better to do it now than when we were recording that video for Gary. And we would walk in through the door and just I would walk in and I would just look straight at the camera and he'd be like, you gotta redo that, man.
Okay, so Evviva Experience podcast. This is our second one.
Today with special guest Caitlin Carlini.
Oh, am I the special guest?
You are now.
You are now.
Oh, we decided that.
Yeah, we got two snowflakes here. We got Spencer Kankel.
and Byron Gold.
Oh, savage. Yeah, it's
snap.
me and Caitlin are the millennials at the table. We were just talking about
I
that.
don't want to bash him anymore.
Yeah,
I'm tired of bashing him.
Byron feels bad.
I feel bad. I mean, everybody, the whole
time.
everybody in society bashes you. You know what I mean?
No, it's
Like
just
if you
did a
guys
whole
are like
segment
at a stoplight, and some guy looks over at you and he's like, "God damn millennials."
yeah, he's like
You really
And then I'm just like, you're old as
taking our
fuck.
jobs.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's easy to do.
Yeah.
Well,
One day you'll be laughing at those people.
I'll be old and I'll be like those Fortnite kids. And that's probably what their generation will be named because
You can't even imagine like what those kids would be doing by the time you're like getting mad at them.
Yeah.
It's like they're just gonna like be like hooked into your computer.
yeah, they'll be
There should be life in VR.
yeah, it'll be like Wall-E. It'll be like that.
I watched
What happened to
I
Wall-E.
watched that Ready Player One thing.
Oh, God.
It's crazy
And
because
I think that's basically what's going to happen.
That could
Is you're
happen.
just going to be like at your
Absolutely.
house on it, like some weird thing with all hooked in. That's it.
Yep.
It's going to be.
You're gonna live in like a trail. Like you'll spend all your money in this virtual world,
Yeah.
and then because it's like crazy and infinite, you can do whatever you want. But so we're
So
first episode back.
Yeah.
It's timely. We're gonna talk
we're
about the
on
Open.
the cusp of the Open.
Oh yeah.
The
Yes.
Open is coming.
So excited.
The countdown has
Wolfpack War.
begun.
Wolf
So-
War.
The Open is coming. Anyway, so
What
this
does that
year,
mean for Evviva?
this year we are.
Well,
Yeah, go.
really quick. I mean, so at Viva we do the Open differently. We all do the workouts and stuff, and we put our scores and stuff on the leaderboard on CrossFitGames.com or whatever. But we do the Open a little bit differently here. And Byron, do you want to? You can talk to that, I guess.
We break everybody up in the gym. We break them up into 4 teams. We're going to have 4 team captains, and we need everybody to sign up for the Open by Wednesday, the 20th at 5 p.m. That's the deadline.
Got to be signed up.
And there's talk of incentives for your team if you have people signed up, but I think we're going to say just sign up. Don't make it hard.
Just do it. Don't be weird.
Listen, if you got excuses, I've got a fix for it. I've heard them all. I've heard every excuse you can imagine for not doing the Open. Bring them.
Okay, wait. What's your favorite excuse?
Oh my God, I'm too competitive.
Wow.
What does that even mean?
That's horrible.
That one's a good one. Or how about when they say something like, "Oh, I don't want to do it. I'll just do the workouts anyway." You know, why do I need to pay $20 to do the workouts? That one always gets me.
Because it's not the same.
It's
not the same.
It's not the
You
same.
got to buy
You
it.
don't have the same pressure. And there's pros and cons to the pressure of the Open. You know, it can break people.
That's nothing but pros.
But also at the
in the
same
moment.
time, so many people break so many walls and barriers during the Open. It's
true.
amazing.
It's true.
I mean, you see this stuff on CrossFit's media on like Instagram and Facebook and stuff. There's so many people that get their like first box jump or their first muscle up.
I
or
did
first handstand.
My
or
first
whatever.
RX workout was 18.1 last year.
Nice.
And I was so stoked.
nice.
Yeah.
So stoked.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that. We'll talk about our favorite Open workout. We still got
so many good Open workouts.
We got to hash this out though.
So
you got to get registered.
You got to get registered.
Okay.
This year we got 4 team captains. Team captains are going to be Tony No from Da Nang. Hope we're still waiting for that sponsorship to come through. Kelly Hamlin's coming back into the fold,
Hills,
bringing it hardcore. I mean,
Yes.
can she, say no?
If I was a betting man, I would bet that her team will win.
I don't know. We'll
yeah.
see.
Oh.
Depends who she drafts, I guess. I don't know.
Taylor
We're gonna win.
Lonk is going to be a team captain,
Okay.
and then Liz Martin is also team captain. So we got 2 girls, 2 guys, and it's going to be epic. And then we're going to have a draft. So the big reason we need everyone to sign up is we're going to have a draft on a Wednesday night, where you get drafted upon a team, and from there, that's your team, and you guys got to like work together, figure it out.
Does the draft happen here
Oh yeah, in this room.
at the gym? Yeah,
In this room.
we have a ping pong room because we changed locations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother.
It's a whole different story.
It's a whole
If you
nother-
don't know that by now, you've been going to a craft store for CrossFit for the last couple months, and that must be weird.
And like, wow, this is really. Yeah.
Because, like, man, that's a craft store now.
They give me weird looks in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so after we go into team captains, we'll go to the draft. What we need to really focus on, though, is
Special
That'd be
Olympics.
amazing.
is basically what we're going to do is the idea is we're going to raise money this year for Special Olympics. Last year we did food for Lane County, really successful. I love the way we did that. But
remember-
we had the opportunity to team up with Special Olympics. They kind of approached us, and we were like, "This is perfect. Yeah, we'd love to help." And they have so many things that we can help with. They're hurting for money, and I think that we can offer them the opportunity for our competitive juices to flow and give them some dough.
Do you remember off the top of your head how much money we raised for?
No, we
For
we
those cans. It
we,
was
we did
cans.
pounds of food.
That's
I don't.
right.
I think it was well over
It was a
3,000
ton.
pounds.
Yeah.
It was
So
over
much.
a ton. So, but it was, it was for me. It was very obvious. It was like, this is amazing, and we used competitive fire for good. We've got to be able to turn this into
Yeah.
something else. And I think the same thing will happen here. So each team will be in charge of coming up with their own fundraiser of some way to raise some money for the Open, for the Special Olympics. Because on the 4th week, on March the 10th, we're going to have a powerlifting meet here at the gym. And that's a
Nice.
state powerlifting games for the Special Olympics here at the gym. So that'll be kind of big.
And we're
How many
teaming up-
athletes are going to be?
I don't know. I think that someone said 50 athletes will be here.
Nice.
That's a lot. We're
And
teaming up
then-
with Intensify for that.
Yeah, CrossFit Intensify West and Mohawk, and they're going to help raise some money too. I think it's awesome. I mean, I'm so pumped about this year to do that. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be amazing.
For those of you that don't know, we changed the way that we're doing the Open, like the competitiveness of it. We did it last year. Was the first year we did it.
Yeah.
It's not performance based.
No,
So it's
yeah.
so your team standings doesn't have to do with who has the fittest people. You could have a team of fire breathers and rock stars, but they're not gonna unless they're super
And
spirited.
that was proven last year.
Yeah.
And you have
So we
like
have stark data on that.
Yeah.
yeah. So it's more about. I mean, for the gym, it's more about
Yeah,
creating-
there'll be
creating that
silly little
community.
challenges along the way.
Yeah.
I've got some stuff up my sleeve that's going to blow some people away. Each week we'll announce the new challenge. Hopefully we can pop this off on the Evviva Experience podcast. We'll explain and kind of announce what the new challenges are going to be. I think that'd be kind of a good way to do it. But that's my favorite part. It's finding out the fun challenges and
Yeah.
the silliness of the whole thing, because you can't take yourself too seriously during the Open. If you do, I mean,
you'll implode
those days
or
are over.
explode.
Those days are over.
Yeah.
I think the point is just the camaraderie we can build. And I know the experience last year for me was really amazing. It was just like awesome to go through the workouts and everything. And
Is that your first one?
That was my first one. And just, I was leading the team, and then we had like just all the activities we were doing, raising money, and everyone working together. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that's
like-
kind of where I was at with it too.
Unbelievable.
Just like building that camaraderie and that community. I feel like I had been looking for a community for so long, and then I found this gym, and like that Open sort of like sealed the deal. And I
Yeah.
was like, yes, this is where I belong.
Yes.
These are
so
my
much
people.
fun.
Totally.
So was last year your first Open also?
Yeah.
How many Opens have you done
I did it in 2017. That was my first Open, and so
last year?
2. No, last year was 2018.
Well,
So
Yeah.
so 2 years. I've done it for 2 years.
Got it.
Yes. Yeah.
got it.
And that was a little convoluted the way I explained myself.
It's
there.
that new math.
Yeah, it's the millennial, the way they're teaching us millennials these days. You work backwards and upside down.
Are we missing
Got the
anything?
singer's
You guys think anything I'm
Yeah.
missing?
Not so much for the future,
the draft?
for what we're doing.
When we talked about the
Okay,
draft,
we talked
When
about
is
the
that
draft.
happening?
The draft is
It's happening on Wednesday.
Wednesday, the
20th.
day
Oh,
before
you gotta
the
sign
Open
up.
starts.
you got to sign up.
So yeah, to be drafted, you have to sign up.
No excuses.
So that's why Byron and I were joking, and usually I would sign up like for the Open when I input my score. You know, and I put my score in on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, something like that after I do the workout. But see, we're changing it.
So-
Just make sure you're registered.
So they announced the workout Thursday at 5 p.m. And we do it here at the gym all day Friday. Friday night, we'll do Friday Night Lights again, which is a big deal. We'll
Yes.
sign up on the hour. Heats will start at 4 o'clock, usually 4, depending on how long the workout's going to be. First come, first serve for sign-ups, and we're going to make a big deal about it this year. We're going to probably have tape and taped off lanes and
Whoa.
sections and cheering sections.
We should look at getting a DJ. You've been wanting to get a DJ.
Yes,
Yeah.
I kind of
We
want to
should
be a DJ.
we should find a DJ. You should find like one of those like DJ Hero turntables, so it looks super cool.
I saw a
but
guy-
You could just play it on your computer.
I saw a guy down the street in a tent, and he had 2 turntables,
You should,
and he was
wow.
like DJing for this homeless camp. I think he would be perfect.
That would be
I think
that would
he-
be so.
I think he
Evviva.
would be perfect. He had dreadlocks. He was like, I was like, that's the guy.
That
Sounds
you
legit.
should have asked him.
Find him. To go on a
it's-
quest.
He's
now.
right there.
Well, now that we know what's going on with the Open this year, I think we're going to talk about past Opens, Open workouts that we liked. It doesn't have to be an Open that you participated in per se. I mean, like, I definitely have some favorite Open workouts that I was not doing CrossFit during, and I've since done those Open workouts.
You were into CrossFit before you started it?
No, I mean, so I started CrossFit at the beginning of 2017, but I've done like Open workouts during regular training.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
See,
Okay.
so like we repeat class or Open workouts during the class sometimes.
They're pretty good. They're usually pretty good workouts. You know, they're definitely well thought out. They've definitely been tested many times before you see them.
I think that as much as Dave Castro gets knocked for being kind of a little bit of a douche, I do think he has a wonderful programming style in a way that the Open workouts I don't think that any of them rely too heavily on one specific skill in a way. I think that for the most part, all the Open workouts, you have like wall balls, which are going to go legs and shoulders. You can get like toes to bar, which are going to be core. And he makes these crazy couplets and triplets in a way that, you know, it's not going to be
I
like
like the bonus rounds when they started
or
doing the
whatever.
bonus rounds. Like if you make it through, you get an extra 4 minutes, and if you make it, you get an extra.
Oh, what was the one
those are
last
really
year
cool.
that had that? You
They
could
just-
it just kept going.
Yeah, that
have
was a
that
new
last
format that no one had really,
they had one.
that was
was-
really kind of a cool thing when they started doing that.
I don't know if there was one last year.
Okay, what
there was
would
one
you
in 2017.
What would you most like to see in this year's Open?
Oh man!
Ooh.
And every year people say, "What's going to be the workout?" I'm so far off every time. You can never predict what it's going to be. I mean, you can always like the last
what would you like to
workout. You
see?
can kind of like whittle it down. Just so you know, there's a couple facts about the Open. Right, the first workout is usually very inclusive. They want everyone to sign up. Right.
Yes.
It's something easy to do. Not so easy. The movements are not very intimidating. Something pretty simple.
It's lower skill.
Yeah, 1 year, 7 minutes of burpees, right?
Yeah.
That was one of the workouts. The last workout has always included thrusters. Every Open, the last workout, always thrusters, and that's something.
I thought
you're
there
like,
was one with overhead squats and pull-ups.
no.
That was an option they were letting people pick. That was an option for last year.
I thought that was a repeat. It's not a repeat.
That is one of the workouts. But no, every year it's been thrusters in the end. Fact check.
So I think,
But
no,
I mean,
I agree with you.
I mean, you could think that's how it goes. I mean, that's just. I mean, there's a couple absolutes. I mean, but they could always like think that you're resting on that. But
yeah, what if Dave Castro or I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe Dave Castro is programming.
He is actually,
He
and
is.
I heard this is what I heard. I read somewhere that he's programming and that Greg Glassman has had much more of a hand in it than years past.
That's what I heard.
Which really makes me excited because he's the grandfather of the whole thing.
Yeah, for real.
He's the guy.
You don't think he's
he
gonna-
recreated Fran. I mean, that's cool as that.
Okay, but so like, what do you want to see? In
Yeah, like
series?
what movement? What's a
I think
movement that
that-
you were?
I mean,
be like,
honestly,
I wanna see that.
it's. I think more dumbbell stuff. I want to see more dumbbell movements.
I would like
the
to
one
see a
arm clean and
dumbbell
jerk was
thruster.
one of the coolest movements I've seen come out of the open in a long time. That I really never thought about. I love the dumbbell snatch. I think it's amazing. Dumbbell lunges are awesome. They just wreck people. I don't think you'll see thrusters with the dumbbells because they're probably too hard to judge.
Yeah, good point.
The dumbbell front squats were pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty epic. I would like to see something a little more outside the box, but you got to remember that it's all about, is this movement judgeable, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you can see. Like,
I think that's why you don't see like a. Well, I mean, back in the day there were push press, I think, right? But there's not
push
they're not
press,
gonna
and you would
program
see,
like
yeah,
a
but
push
it was
press.
always shouldered overhead.
They'll
You
program
could
a
always do
shouldered
it.
overhead.
It was
but
always shoulder overhead.
It's so hard to judge.
Well, in the
with
first
push
year,
press.
they learned a lot. You know, they did push-ups in one of the workouts, and
Yeah, you can't do that
and it was
anymore.
worming like crazy.
Yeah.
So, but I think that more dumbbell stuff would be pretty. What do you guys want to see? I want to see ring muscle ups come back.
They were in the open last year.
Yeah, that's right. They were.
I do
Rowing.
want to see that because I want to get them so that I can get those grips.
Right.
There you go,
Yeah.
Jesse.
Rowing.
Let's see rowing. You're
course.
I think you're
That's
almost,
master.
That's what I. That's
God,
my,
I hope there's
that's
no
my-
assault bike.
that's my
That
whole
would drive me
game.
crazy.
almost guaranteed that you'll get a rower in there somewhere. But are you hoping for a lot of rowing in a workout?
Doesn't matter.
No.
They probably wouldn't put that much. I mean, it's going to be some sort of interval thing.
What about you?
I don't know. I don't have a lot of grand thoughts about what exercises are my favorite.
Handstand push-ups. I hope they have those.
Oh, I do know.
Definitely
I
gonna
don't
be
want to. I don't want a handstand push-up, but they'll
100%.
It's going to be there.
They
100%.
will. They will
Handstand
be there
push-ups.
for sure.
Sweet.
Pretty heavy on the gymnastics movements. Every year, every workout had a gymnastics move in it.
Yeah, if I had to, I like bar muscle ups. I think I'm good at bar muscle ups.
Oh, whoa.
Not to,
I mean,
Too late.
stroke it.
yeah. I don't know. No, I think that they're fun. I love doing bar muscle ups.
Yeah.
They're so much fun. They look cool.
Yeah.
They're fun. It's not like a weakness for me, and so I would like to see bar muscle ups. And I think that we'll get some variation of a muscle up for sure. They love to put. My theory is they love to put a muscle up in there because people are going to get their first muscle up. They're going to post about it online. They're going to hashtag CrossFit.
Good
They're going to
press.
@ CrossFit, and then there you go. Lots of free publicity there. So I think we'll get some sort of muscle up for sure. I would like ring muscle ups also. I've been working a lot on my ring muscle ups.
Sweet. Me too.
So. Now that we know the movements,
Now that we've talked throughout the entire process of the CrossFit Open, and now it's March.
do we favorite open workout? Do you guys want to go first? Byron's got all the knowledge for the open workouts. He's been doing CrossFit since.
I don't think I can name any by number, so I'm gonna let you guys do it.
Well, you can describe it from last year. You didn't have a favorite?
No, I had fun in the whole thing. I don't know. It was all fun. Whatever that one, I did get my first pull-ups last year.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, that was
Was
the
that-
best, dude.
Was that the double under or single?
Yeah.
or
And
if
I remember
scaled
you
it
did
with a
that
single
twice.
under?
And then the first time,
Yeah, I totally tanked the first time.
Yeah.
And then the second time I ended up getting a whole round of pull-ups. So then I just like went and
I remember
crazy
that
on the rest of
and
the
you
reps.
went really you took a walk. You remember that? You had to
Yeah,
go like
yeah.
You had like your little tantrum.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did
Was
have.
John- was John-
I had a tantrum.
That's
John
what I
was
love
your-
about the Open.
was your
So
judge.
people hear this and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to have a tantrum," but you need
Yeah.
to have those moments. You need to
good.
be pissed. And you need to like. I've seen so many people cry, and then like, some people are like, "Oh, I don't want to have any emotion." Like you got to have emotion. Like you got to be able to go through
That's
that.
such a millennial thing.
It's so like it's,
I don't want to be
I've seen people
triggered.
like they have this that builds it up, and then they have a bad showing, and they get upset, and then they come back the second time, and then the second time they do the workout. That's what's pretty cool about it. You get to do the workouts as many times as you want, and the second time it's just amazing. And sometimes I see people do it the second time and they crash and burn, but it's such a learning experience overall. I mean, just to see kind of like who you are, because you're like, whoa, I'm this way. I'm tougher than I thought I was.
It's good to face those things.
I think it's so cool. I mean, as a Byron, I'm sure you can attest to this even more so than I
False.
can. But
Whatever you say.
I think that as a coach, it's really cool to see people who don't, members that have trouble pushing themselves or don't often go to that dark place during the Open. And then they realize, and I think a lot of the times they'll start to do that more when they do a regular class WOD.
Yeah.
Or they kind of have more of an appreciation for what they are capable of. So, Caitlin, do you have a favorite workout from last year? Or I mean, it can be any Open workout, right? Like if we've repeated one, do you have one that
Oh gosh,
we've repeated that you like?
I wouldn't be able to
Name
remember
it?
it. I don't think.
Okay.
But I think for last year, probably just the first one, just because that was my first RX workout, and I was like, oh, I can actually go RX, and I like what you were saying, Byron, because I was like freaking out. I was like, I can't do it. I was like bouncing around the gym, and you were just like, chill the fuck out. You can do it.
Yeah,
this is the time to push yourself. And he was right. I mean, it is the time to push yourself because you sort of realize like what you can do. So yeah, I think just that very first one, just knowing that I was able to do the movements RX, I was so stoked.
I never get more nervous than I do for an Open workout. I do competitions, Open workouts. It's like, oh my God. Something about them. And that's what's cool about it. There's competitions, there's online competitions all over the country, right? Qualifiers online, but nothing compares to the Open.
Do you think you go harder, like not by choice, but subconsciously during the Open than you would like when we did that competition the other week?
Without a doubt.
Really? I think I went harder. I don't know. No, I think I went harder.
No
at,
way.
At the competition.
I dig myself. I mean, I've done some workouts where yeah, like I almost thought maybe I should go to the doctor or something.
Yes, like the rowing and thrusters one, right?
Yeah, that one.
Or, 7 minutes of burpees.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one hurt me. That one hurt me pretty bad.
I'll go with my favorite that I've done.
I feel like this has been coming on for a while. Tell us.
Yeah, please.
Please tell us your favorite workout.
My favorite was so I did the Open in 2017, like a month after starting CrossFit, because I started like mid-January, and then the Open came around. I did the Open, and I had a still do probably have a big ego,
No.
and I was like, I'm gonna RX everything, even though I'd only been doing CrossFit for like maybe a month.
You're like a meme.
But I feel like a meme sometimes.
Spit it out, dude.
17.3, which was one of the ones that has the windows, like the bonus rounds.
Squat cleans and double unders?
No, it was chest to bar pull-ups and snatches. And the chest to bar pull-ups increased in reps and the squat snatches decreased in reps, but the weight went up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had never snatched more than 115 pounds, and I snatched 135 twice in that workout.
Nice.
And it was crazy. It was I was terrified. I had like this crazy adrenaline rush when I pulled 135 because I was like, this thing's gonna knock me out. But I was so stubborn. I had to do it RX. So yeah, I think that was my favorite because like it was my first time snatching 135. It kind of broke down one of those. Okay. broke down a wall for me, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's what's about.
Yeah.
Breaking down some walls. All right, so
What about you? Are you gonna skip it? You don't want to go?
I think, are we done?
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
I think we're done.
I think we're done.
Okay.
I don't have a favorite. They're all beautiful children in my eye. Oh, you gonna thank our sponsors? Oh shit, we got Ninkasi. Let's put this down. Thank Ninkasi and Danang for sponsorship.
What's that spicy popcorn company?
Oh shit, what was that called?
Yeah, the offer's still on the table.
Cornferno.
Cornferno.
Cornferno. If you're hearing this, come on, give us some love.
So sign up for the Open.
Do it.
You're going to be on a team. Do the challenges. Don't not do the challenges.
Don't make it weird.
I'm talking to you. Don't do the challenge, or do the challenges. It's important. You get the
Do
points
not
for your teams.
Yeah, don't be that guy. All right.
or girl.
Or yeah.
It wasn't a girl ever last year. It was always a guy. Just saying.
All right, signing
All right.
off.
Signing off. Thanks.